So when you find the site that you want, you're gonna have some of these questions in your head. How do I get that site? Who should I talking to? What steps should I take? Or should I get the lawyer involved into this? Or you have no idea what the heck you're doing, like me at the beginning? This video is for you. I will give you the inside look of what needs to be done and how to prepare when you talk to the landlord. Drink better coffee. At this point, you should have the business plan and the financial sheet ready. If you have no idea how to do the business plan, check out Slide Bean. They're doing very well and explain you thoroughly of how to do a business plan. After that, it's financial sheet. You should have a P&L sheet to show them what happened the next 6 months when you open your store, and get some estimate up to how the build out cost gonna be. Because first thing first, you need to convince the landlord leasing agent. Since the beginning, you have no idea who to talking with or all the information you need or what need to be done. The landlord listing agent would be the best bet to get in the site. He or she will know exactly what the landlord want and don't want, and they will know how to talk to them. After all of those done, then you're ready for the term agreement. Well, before we jump into it, we need to take a look at the landlord point of view first. So what happened when the landlord ready to rent out a space? Most of the time, they would hire the leasing company to help them with all the paperwork and the agreements. And in return, they will take some small percentage of your rent. So you don't have to worry paying them. They already got your money. So the listing agent will select the best case possibility and who can stay the longest. And the last thing is they will want to take a look at your financial sheet in terms of like, can you capable enough to last at least 6 months at the beginning when you first open your store? So a good financial sheet and good business plan is a key for you to getting the site. So do your homework. After that, you need to gain the access to the site. Have a walkthrough with the listing agent to see what needs to be done. When you go in there, make sure to take as many pictures as you can and take many notes that you can, because you're gonna need it for later. Get all of this information ready, because later you're gonna request the landlord to put some work into it before you're jumping into the site. Never to take it as is unless it's the only option. After you get access to the site, the next thing is now you need to set up the non-binding proposal, meaning both parties will say what they want and don't want to see if you guys can agree on some term. If it's not, case closed. This kind of bring me back a fun memory that I have with my listing agent. I remember at that point, he asked me like,
So, what do you want?
What do you mean? I mean, I want a site.
Yes, but what do you want the landlord to do before you're getting the site?
Wait a minute, they do that? I mean, anything. I mean, if they do anything, I'll take anything. I mean, if they can give me anything, I'll do it, you know.
All right, I'll see what I can do.
I was so surprised that they were so nice, because I have no idea what I'm doing or what needs to be done. And I thought the landlord are super nice, but later I find out they just play by the books. And I'm just being a newbie in this game, so now I'm gonna show you something that's secretly. So don't tell anybody I show you this, okay? So non-binding proposals can look something like this. You're gonna look a little bit different than mine, but the general idea would probably be the same. So first is the project, meaning name, address, how big is the site, is it the one that you're looking for, etc, etc. And after that will be the term. The term is basically meaning how long you're gonna stay in the site, and make sure in the term have the renewal option. Very important. Whatever you do, you have to get it out. Otherwise, after 3 or 5 years, they have the right to remove you from this building. And then you have the commencement date. Commencement date meaning when you have your final listing signed, when is it gonna affect? These are the gray areas. Sometimes the landlord gonna be very nice, give you a lot more time to actually work out all the paperwork, build out, whatever you need to do. Example, you final listing on August 2023, but the commencement date doesn't affect until March 2024. So you have from August to March to do whatever you like or however you need to do. So, and then they will not taking any money whatsoever, but you already get the site. That's the general idea. But sometimes they might not give it to you. This one, just ask the listing agent, he or she will able to help you out with this. After that will be the base and rental, meaning how much you're gonna pay the rent. This will have the base rental and the triple net. Base rental is depend on the market. If it's in the beginning, you might not get much, but you can ask the agent to see how low can you go. But don't go too low, they might just drop your case. After that is triple net. Triple net is like HOA fee. What it does is basically help you maintain the building, electricity around it, the landscape, the securities. I would say most likely it would be a fixed cost, and it's really hard to adjust. So most of the time we take it as is, but for the base rental, you can talk to them about it. And the rental abatement, meaning throughout your term, you will have some month that you don't have to pay them.
Oh my God, really? That's nice. I mean, really? Really?
Yes, in some case, some disaster happen like 2020 or financial drop down, whatever it is, the landlord will want to help out the business in terms of the financial. So this will come in handy. It depends on your term. You can get between 4 to 6 months, depend on how long you stay and how you negotiate with them. This one, most likely you need to talk to your agent. He will know for sure how much the landlord want and willing to give it to you. They might not give you that much, but take as much as you can. And my suggestion is when you have those months, move all of them at the beginning as much as possible, because when you first open your business, you will need to help out the beginning of your business. It's very important. If you can get that, it's great. If it's not, don't sweat about it. After that is security deposit and holdover. It pretty much means as an amount of cash they're gonna hold over after you've done with your final listing document to make sure you don't run away. Used it, meaning what do you decide for? What do you and your landlord agree of what you decide for? If, however, if you can get the exclusive use, meaning you are the only one can sell those in that plaza or that building, that'd be great. Starbucks using a lot. They always have the exclusive use in terms of any building, mall that they have or any wing that they have. The reason why they don't want to have another coffee shop right through their business. So if you can get that exclusive use, very great. If it's not, find some way around it. Talk to your agent. Sign it. Most likely, the landlord will want to see your site before you're putting it up. In some case, the landlord will want to have the same word and font of design for the business side throughout the buildings. It's just for the look. And then tenant improvement and space condition. Remember how back then I told you to take a bunch of pictures and notes as much as you can? Now it's come to handy. If you found out any damage or need them to remove or clean up anything at the suite before you're moving in, this is the time. And if everything is fine, make sure that they have all the window, door, HVAC unit, electrical, plumbing, mechanical, all in the good working condition, and have the ADA requirement. Very important. Meaning disability person can access to your site and leave your site without no problem. If you have no idea what that mean or you have problem with it, ask your agent, is it ADA compliant? He or she will able to know. And if they don't know, ask your architect. They'll be the person who knows. In some case, you're gonna get very lucky if the landlord give you some certain amount of money from the square footage to give you to do your build out and how to get all the things that you need. It's very rare, but it does happen. Some might not. So to take as what you can and try to build out around it. If you first have opened your business, you might not able to get much. So you have to put a lot of effort and work to clean out and build your store. You need to weigh out all your pro and cons between what you can take and what you cannot. They might not be nice and give you all the things that you need at the beginning. However, if you believe in your product and the work you put in it, you can prove them wrong. So the next term would be 3 or 5 years from now, depend on your contract. You're gonna get a better deal. What better deal you ask? It's really depend on your situation. Sometimes throughout your business, you might need more AC unit or need the floor to redo or the ceiling need to touch up a little bit. It really depends. Or the lease would be get more free rent to help out with your financial. And you can ask the landlord to help you out with it. Because the goal of the landlord is to find a stabilized tenant that can stay there for a long period of time and then get that monthly payment every month. So be a good player, work with people, and things gonna be fine. After all of those, now you go through the final listing document. Just walk through with your agent to see what needs to be done and what you need to prepare and what document you need to submit to the landlord. He or she will have all of it ready for you and you just need to submit to them. And then ask, do you need a lawyer involved into this? My experience is not really. It really depends. I mean, if you want to feel safety to hire somebody, have somebody in the back of your mind so you feel peaceful about it, that's great. But from my experience, not necessary. Just practice reading it and understand the term. If you don't understand any term or any agreement or anything, make sure highlight it and Google it to see what does that mean. And then very important is to make sure whatever you agree on the non-binding proposal is in the final listing term. It's gonna take long for you to read, but I think it's good that you understand an in and out of those terms. So anything happen or anything went wrong, you know what to do. So overall, to imagine it, it's like you going out and rent some house to live in. Everything gonna be okay as long as you paid the rent. So hopefully this video helped. And if you like this content, please leave a like and subscribe. See you next time. Bye.